So I actually forgot to film an intro for this video. So basically, after I got the pony back on the big motor and got the big motor fired up and took it for a ride, I thought the old girl deserved to get a bath. So I pulled out the pressure washer and I gave it a once over. So what you're going to see next here is a walk around of the tractor before pressure washing it and a walk around after. And then we'll get into some other goodies for you after that portion of it. So sit back and enjoy. So after giving our Model R a much-needed bath, I'm going to go through and grease all the zerks on there that haven't been greased in who knows how many years. But what I'm going to do is try out a new product I got called LockNLube. I've read good things about this. I'm in no way sponsored by them, so don't even think about that. I'm just going to try it out. So how it works is push on the button that reaches out and it grabs and it locks onto a zerk. So we'll demonstrate a couple of those, see how it works, because I know some of these haven't been greased in 20 or 30 years, so there should be some that are really hard to get some grease into. So that's supposed to be the benefit of this tool, is that it can withstand up to 10,000 pounds of pressure. So we'll see if it works. And along with that, it came with I bought a 90-degree tool. So you snap onto here with your LockNLube, and then this slides on 90 degrees, and you have to hold it, basically perpendicular to whatever you're greasing, but that'll help you get those 90-degree ones. So we'll go ahead and demonstrate those in a couple just to see how it works. So stay tuned. All right, I'll see if we can demonstrate in some of these components on my steering linkage up here that I know have not been greased in forever, basically. So you can see I already did the top one. It seemed to work pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom one. So the idea is you can clip it on with one hand, like so, and it should lock on. You should be able to just pump away. Let's see. Oh, so sure that was locked on the way it needs to be. There we go. There we go. Grease squirting out the top. Cool. Let's see if we can get this one up here. I don't know if you guys can see that one or not, but we'll give that one a shot too. Yep, that one worked too. I don't know, looks like it's working good so far, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. If I find one that is tough or doesn't work, I'll bring you in and I'll show you, but so far so good. So the old R here doesn't actually have that many grease zerks that I found, but and it doesn't have any that I needed to use the 90-degree feature on the LockNLube, but I'm going to go ahead and show you right here on this wheel bearing. So I already tried it on one just to see how it works, but here's the gist of it. So it's got that slot in there, it slides over. Now it is a tight fit, it's like tapered, so you gotta really push it on there all the way. Okay, now it's on there. Now I can go ahead and pump away. I can see that'll come in really handy, like on my snowmobile and stuff like that, where I have some tight grease zerks, and then again it's a tight fit. Your tendency is going to want to be to pull on this thing, but you're going to hit that lever and make it pop off. So just give it a swift tug from underneath and it pops off. So I don't know, pretty good so far. I'll have to do some further tests and other things down the line here, but it worked good on this old tractor. So thumbs up for me at this point. All right, here we are 24 hours later. We've left everything sit overnight, and we're going to check for leaks and check all of our vitals here now that we've got everything going. So I'm going to look around the pony motor there. Everything looks dry as can be. No oil leaks there, that's good. Nothing around the water inlet and outlet there. Let's check the other side. Yep. Okay, again, everything looks dry. That's good. All right, that's cool. We'll go up top and we will check our antifreeze level here. That is full. Perfect. Now let me go and grab a wrench and we'll check our oil. And just for the record underneath here too, I checked our oil filter housings. There's no leakage there and no leakage by our plug. So now we're gonna go ahead and, let's see, I'm gonna open up our, whoops, close our wrench rather than open it and see if we got oil flowing out here. Remember when we filled up the, oh, we actually have oil. We're good. We're full. All right. Well, we're actually good to go here. So then our next task, tighten it up, is going to be to get our headlights in and working. So we'll start going on that. All right, so here we are up on the driver's station, and what's left of that switch there is supposed to be the light switch. This is for a radiator shutter. So I should be able to pop off this inspection hatch here and get in there. So now I have no idea what the wiring looks like here, if anything's live or not. So we're going to pop that off and we're going to start checking things to see if we have any sort of power there. So I might wind up having to run fresh wiring here, but we'll see what's going on and I'll let you know. Oh man, we have a disaster down in here. So immediately upon opening up that inspection hatch, I got the pungent smell of a wet diaper mixed with Indian food or something along those lines. Basically a moldy wet mouse nest, and you can see there is a lot of wiring in there that the insulation has been chewed right off. So yeah, needless to say, this stuff is going to have to be replaced. So first thing I'm going to do is take a pliers and unscrew that to get our light switch out of there. I mean, you can see some of that stuff. So our oil gauge does work, and some of that nasty wiring is going right to that oil gauge. So that's interesting. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make heads or tails out of some of this stuff. So stay tuned. So here's what I've figured out. These wires are live. We did create a little bit of a spark show in there. I should have detached the battery cable, but I didn't. So this side is live. This wire here, I haven't detached it from the switch yet, but it runs down inside. That must run and attach to the positive battery terminal somewhere. I can't quite see it. Goes and disappears down here somewhere. This one right here runs up to the generator, so that must be part of the charging system. This little guy right here is my actual light wires. The two wires come together and converge in the middle, and they come up here to this side of the switch. And this little guy goes to our factory installed cigarette lighter right there. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and detach some of these. I haven't determined yet if this switch works or not, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to replace it anyways, more than likely, but I'll let you know what I find out. All right, so I went ahead and I checked continuity from our from the end of our, well, let me see here, this wire, which is our light wire. Check continuity from the end of this terminal to each side, and we do have continuity, so that wire is intact. So I think what I'm going to do there is just from here down, it actually looks really good, so I'm just going to tap into it right here, add a little extension onto it, and use that. Power wire right here also has power, so I'm going to try to see if I can figure out where that goes. I might be able to tap in a little bit farther down, or you know, get to it at its source and just run a fresh power wire up here, because I don't trust that. Generator wire also is good back to a little ways back there, so I'm going to tap into that and bring it up here as well. So all in all, not too bad. Then I'll get a new switch in there and we'll see what's going on. All right, I made my splices here, so I got this will be my hot wire coming off the generator. This one, I'm sorry, this is the hot wire coming off the ammeter. This is the wire coming off the generator, and this is the light wire. So I'm going to put my hot wire and my generator wire together and have this on the other side of my brand new switch here. So I'm going to go ahead and wire that all to the switch, and then we'll check for power. So I'll bring you right back. Well, too hard to show you with one hand here, but basically I took my multimeter. This is the ground. I put one to ground, which is this one here, one to power, which is this one here. Had my switch off, I had nothing, turned the switch on, I had power. So these should be live. So we're gonna throw our light bulbs in there and see if we can make it light up. 1 second. Alrighty, it's time for the moment of truth. Will it light up? Let's go give the switch a pull and see. Look at that. That is the first time in my life I have seen that tractor light up. And we've had it as long as I've been alive. So that's pretty cool. Go ahead and get you off the tripod there. All right. We are actually going to end the video here with that. The next time you see this tractor, it's going to be back up in our by our hunting land for our family reunion. So until then, please subscribe and we'll keep stuff like this going. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.